guys, welcome again. So please let me know if you can hear me. I am trying a new setup right now, so I'm not sure if actually you can hear my live stream. Okay, so let's start. Yesterday, what we were talking about Bitcoin actually broke the ME55, as you can see here. Right now, Bitcoin is at $92,700. I'm still looking for around $85,000 around here. This is just the continuation of the technical analysis of yesterday, so this live stream is gonna be very short. Okay, so one moment, let me see. Okay, yeah, let's continue. So as you can see right now, in the short term, right? In the short term, we have a bullish divergence for our chart, but the thing here is we don't have volume here. So what I'm expecting right now, at least today and tomorrow, Bitcoin could just be around here, between $93,000-$94,000 maximum. But overall, I am looking for a downside actually. I'm looking for actually continuation. As you can see here, 1 hour chart is acting, ME55 in 1 hour chart is acting as resistance. We have 1, we have 2, and we have 3, and potentially continuation. Looking for around 90K, again 89. And also in one day chart, as you can see here, we don't have any evidence of reversal. We don't have volume, we don't have anything here, so I'm looking for continuation. As you can see here, the volume is very clear, is to the downside. There is no evidence actually of reversal in the following days. So if we check 12-hour chart, I mean the following 3 days, the next 3 days, potentially we could see a buy signal here, but with ADX very strong and also without volume, as you can see here, be careful here if you are in long position because you could get wrecked. The trend is your friend, and this time the trend is to the downside, okay? So officially we are actually entering in a bear market. So that's why I will be careful opening longs right now without volume because without volume, what we see right now in curve, it could be actually easily a fake out. So now let's continue with the USDT dominance because we want to see. I want to see if there is something. Okay, we have here a potential better divergence here, but the volume we don't have it. So be careful here. I think this is gonna be a fake out. If you are in long position, you could get wrecked very easy because I am looking for a breakout. In weekly chart, as you can see here, this is very obvious. Like USDT dominance is getting ready for a breakout, where the target should be around 7%, 8% in the long term, of course. So that's why if you see a pullback or this potential better divergence right now here, uh, careful, careful because there is a very high chance it could be a fake out. And also there is one more thing. We have the first dot, green dot here in BSA OBB, looking for potentially the first bullish divergence here we have in volume. Well, the buy pressure here was actually significant, but if you see the macro scale, $90,000 is not actually very strong support. You see here, and the volume actually is this one here, this one, and right now Bitcoin is trading below there. So if we want to be bullish here, we have to Bitcoin must bounce right now this week to 97, 98, even better 100K, but the odds are very low. As you can see here, the last area of support is, as I said before, is around $85,000. Around here, where is the ME55? This is the area actually I'm looking for, and I will open longs when I see this area tested. Now, for now, the trend is your friend, and the trend is to the downside. As you can see here, historically speaking, as I said that yesterday, every time when we have this signal in the weekly chart, every 4 years actually, we have a very strong bear market. here we have this one. The last one was in 2022, where Bitcoin was at $47,000, $48,000, and from there crashed to $15,000, and this crash was around 65%. So right now, Bitcoin fired this signal in October last month. So from here at this point, around $115,000, we can expect 60%. 60% is around 40K, 50K. So what, uh, not financial advice, right? But what we should be doing right now, we know actually Bitcoin or all the market will keep crashing. First of all, as investor, you must be very happy because finally we will have another opportunity to buy very cheap. Every 4 years, and we have this opportunity, right? So, especially in bear markets, people tend to just leave the markets because they are just very pessimistic, and actually it's opposite. When everything is crashing is when you must pay attention. You actually must pay attention because you will get very good prices if you are following actually the bear market. But remember what I said before, we have smart money and we have dumb money. Let me explain actually. I want to share with you something. Let me see if I can do that right now. Um, Let me see if I can. Yeah. Um, One moment. Okay. I want to show you something. Actually, I did it yesterday. As I said before, I said yesterday, I released the next version of my website, and this time actually, I think it's way much better than before. But I want to show you specifically one thing. One thing I want to show you, and actually, is a new section. I created a new blog for this website where I want to show you here uh, this article. Actually, this article actually is very good, where you can actually, uh, I mean, for free, it's public actually. You can go there and let me just
Let's see. Now, let's see. Okay, I think now you can hear me. Yes. Yeah, yeah. I am right now testing the new headset, so that's why I'm trying to see like actually this one is good or not. And this setup is when I'm traveling. That's why maybe the audio is not the best. Okay, so as I said before, please check the articles here. Um, Actually, they are very useful about psychology of trading, how very simple things, but actually they are very, very important, especially this one, the trader's emotional cycle. I think is very, very good. The content here actually is nice. I really like it. Um, I started working with this content a couple of months ago, but I am taking more seriously right now all the information. But I started taking notes about this since 2012. So I have a lot of content, right? But everything was not organized. So that's why I'm trying to organize everything. And well, okay, now let's continue with the technical analysis for Bitcoin. I will just go back to the screen. Okay, so let me see. Okay, very good. So right now in 1 hour chart, if you want to trade in short term, right? In very, very short term, technically speaking, right now, Bitcoin is testing the MA55, right? And we have a sell signal here, ADX negative here with momentum negative here. There is no Bollinger Divergence right now here. So technically here is the entry to start opening shorts. Just be careful here because we have a Bollinger Divergence in 4 hour chart. So in my case, I like to trade only 4 hour chart. What I'm doing right now, I am just waiting for this move to happen. Let me show you. Okay, something like this, right? Something like this, and after that, maybe tomorrow or tonight for me, potentially we could see the sell signal here for our chart, and from there I'm expecting continuation all the way down to $85,000. And let's see from there if we can see a very nice bounce. Honestly, I'm expecting a range from $85,000 to maybe 97, 95 around here, at least all December and maybe January, something like we saw in 2021 when Bitcoin was in between 44 to 35. And it was here for maybe a couple months here. Bitcoin crashed here in January. And after March, we saw a bounce, and March actually crashed from March to November, but basically all the year. So I'm looking for something like that. Kind of, it's almost the same. Well, it's very similar. The price action is very similar. Yeah. Okay, so now let's continue with the stock market. Let's see what is going on in the stock market. Let me see. If you have any requests, just let me know in the comments, please. I mean, we have a sell signal right now in the weekly chart, but the volume, as you can see, the volume is very healthy. As I said before, if we see a pullback, I mean, if we see a crash, right? Like in always social media, they want to, everything is a crash, right? The market is crashing just 5%. Oh my God, they are crying. The thing here is like every pullback is a buy opportunity, as you can see here. The trend is your friend, and the trend is your friend till the end. As you can see, this is actually is to the upside, right? Of course, we can expect some pullbacks, and actually the pullbacks are actually a buy opportunity. So that's why I know you want everything crashing because you want to buy, for example. In this case, for example, we have Colgate. I am very bullish with Colgate, as you can see. It's the strongest support here, 77, 79. We have a bullish divergence here, and very soon we will have the ADX negative here, looking for in the following months for 87, 90 bucks. Of course, the volatility is very low. You will have to wait months to see these kind of results. That's why I don't like the stock market, right? But well, I prefer Bitcoin. But well, it's just a personal preference. And also, let's talk about, for example, Adobe. As I said before, I am very bullish in Adobe. We have a bullish divergence in not just only momentum, we have also in OBB, volume balance. And we will see potentially next month a buy signal here. a buy signal here. Actually, it's very, very close without volume, but that doesn't mean like the price cannot be a kind of move, you know. Of course, this bounce potentially is not going to be strong, but at least I'm looking for 400 or 150 around there. Let's continue with more. Let me see the comments. I think now the audio is better, right? Okay. So let's talk about NVIDIA. NVIDIA, as you can see, wow, actually this is very interesting. The monthly, we have to see NVIDIA in the monthly closing below 170 to call reversal. But yeah, it's getting ready for a major pullback. NVIDIA finally is 180. Of course, weekly chart is screaming for reversal. We have a better surveillance right now here. And looking for in the long term 150, 130, maybe potentially in Q1 of 2026. And let me see the comments. Yep. Okay. Good. All good. So what about crypto? Everything is just it's gonna keep crashing. Okay, for a while. So we will see a bounce, but I think it's not gonna be this week. Maybe potentially the first week of December. Let's talk about gold. Gold is very bullish. Looking for a pullback, yes, but it's a pullback. Okay, it's just a pullback. We see the pullback, 3,200, 3,400. At least for me, it's gonna be a buy opportunity. Okay. So now, okay, let's talk about currencies because last time I checked currencies was last week. So let's talk about the currencies. First of all, I'm gonna start with the yen against the dollar. Well, sometimes I hate my system because my system is actually sometimes very good. And as you can see, we have a buy signal in the monthly looking for a breakout. Yeah, it's very sad, but we will see a breakout potentially next year in Q1 2026. Any close above 180, 119, 59, sorry, or 60, even better. We could see a major breakout because the resistance is coming from the 90s, as you can see here, and this is looking actually consolidation. And you know, I don't want to talk about politics, but well, very smart government is thinking to print more money here, right? So very smart people, very smart. So I am bullish here, looking for potential 2026 going to be terrible. You will see 160 around first target. It should be around 200, 220. Yep. So well, let's continue with more. Okay, someone is asking me about. Oh my God, the Indian. Seriously, this is man. I'm sorry, but your currency is garbage. Look at that. But don't feel too bad. If we see Argentina is looking even worse than your currency, this is even worse. You see. So well, when we think something is bad, always there is something worse, as you can see here. People from Argentina, they cannot even buy an iPhone because it's extremely expensive there. Okay, now let's continue with more. Let me see the comments. The market is crashing. Anton, well, first of all, Anton, welcome again to the live stream. The market is crashing and liquidity is gone because of Japan, yen, carry trade situation. Correct. Yes, I agree with you. Yes. You know, we are technical traders, right? We don't care about the news. But yeah, like as you can see, the buy signal in the monthly with low volatility is smelling like consolidation around 155, 158, and it's just about time. The market, the currency will just keep crashing. I really like this country, but well, the economy here sucks. Okay, so now let's continue. Okay, Bebo, welcome. Welcome again, guys. Kodoko, I think long time. I cannot remember the last time when you joined to the live stream. Yeah, we miss you, huh? We miss you. So, okay, please, about the website, please, when you have time, go to the website, give me your feedback because I am working a lot with this website. I'm trying to push the channel to the next level. And also this week, I got a new partnership with another exchange, and I will start promoting. Of course, everything is optional. Remember, you can learn my seasonal trading online for free, but the problem is you will have to watch around 4 years of live streams. Basically, what I'm doing right now is organizing all the content, 4 years of content in only one place where you can actually simplify the process of learning the system of trading I built 7 years ago. So also you want to support the channel, please subscribe to Patreon. And also you can, or you are an active trader, you can join to Bluffing. You can create your account. The only thing you have to do is just trade. That's all, because the content is going to be free. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. If you have any requests, just let me know in the comments, okay? Okay, so right now, yeah, I got one question about Ethereum. What actually Ethereum could happen potentially in 2026? First of all, here, remember, we have a better divergence here. The last time when we got a better divergence was in 2024. And what happened with Ethereum with the better divergence? Ethereum crashed from this one, crashed all the way down 62%. So we can expect something similar in the following year. So from this signal here around 3,700, 60% is around, the loss of 1,500. The problem with this projection is if we see this crash, Ethereum could close below the exponential moving average ME55, and it could break the monthly uptrend. As you can see here, Ethereum is forming a very weak, it's not very strong, right? But this moving average is the ME55 in the monthly. And as you can see here, it has been acting since 2022 as support, right? As support. But if we see this 60% crash, of course, the trend is going to be broken and it's going to trigger a potential terrible scenario. Like we could see levels like maybe 1,300, same as 2022. And even the worst scenario, we could see levels of 2018. So that's why I will be just careful holding Ethereum forever and ever, right? Well, it's up to you, right? It's not my business. Yes, correct. Manik, first of all, welcome. Welcome. Yes, exactly. Actually, I got the link. I want to share the link. I got the link a couple hours ago. I will share the link later today in the community. One of the biggest reasons why I decided to actually have to work with them is because they can work in America. The only city they cannot work is in Washington. That's all. But they have. I was doing some like background check, right? Social media. For me, it was actually a good thing. Like actually, they can work in America. So many traders they are from America. So that's why. But many people, hey, I have to use VPN. I have to do this, and I cannot trade with this exchange. For example, Bluffing, right? Because Bluffing is from I think Hong Kong. I think it's from Hong Kong. So I will share the link. Please, it's optional. It's up to you, right? But also by doing that, you don't have to pay the monthly fee, the subscription, plus you will help the channel, right, to keep growing. Okay, guys, let me see. Okay. So I actually finished the technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'm expecting a pullback in 1 hour chart where I'm looking for $90,000, 90.89, and potential continuation to 85. The trend is your friend. As I said before, in short term, Bitcoin is trending to the downside, where the ME55 has been the resistance since 1 week ago. Okay, 3 opportunities: this one, and this one. The market is trending to the downside right now. Okay, so the last part of this live stream, I want to explain to you what actually, if you are thinking actually, okay, the bear market is coming, I want to learn about trading. Okay, first of all, bear markets, they are the best teachers. The reason is because when you buy in a bull market, you get this feeling like it's easy because you buy and after 1 year or two, everything is pumping and you are making money. That's actually a very good feeling, right? But that gives you the feeling like actually you know what you are doing. Yeah. And that's a problem because you don't know what you are doing. You just were lucky. Okay. When you enter to the market and you don't have a plan, entry, exit, and you don't have a risk management, a stop loss, that kind of things, you have to be honest with yourself and say, okay, well, I was just lucky. And actually, that's actually a very good thing. In bear markets, because everything is crashing all the time, you must learn how to set your stop loss, entries, and exits, and everything. You need to follow the rules of the system. So, right now is the best moment to learn about trading. Find a mentor, someone actually is good at this, is good, right? It's very interesting because many people they are willing to lose $5,000, $10,000, $25,000. Actually, in 2021, I got some guys they lost around 50K, but they they uh they didn't want to invest in themselves, right? They didn't want to pay for mentoring. They didn't want to pay for a trainer, but they were willing to lose all that money in the markets, right? And I have to be honest with you, people who actually they are making money in the markets, they are not cheap. Yeah, they are not cheap. Yeah, you ask for actually a private uh, training. When I was in New York, I paid 6 months. 6 months I was in New York. I paid 20K. I paid 20K in 6 months when I was learning. When I went there, it was a lot of money, yes, of course, but I saw it as investment, and actually, it was very worth it because since then, actually, I am not super good, but yeah, monthly, my profits every month, mostly of the year, are positive. So I don't regret. Actually, it was a very good investment. So when you lose money in the markets, it's the same thing as when you open a business. When you have to pay to your employees, you have to pay taxes. It's the same thing. It's a business. If you see the trading, especially crypto, as just for gambling like casino, this market is not for you because you're gonna get wrecked. Okay, so the bear market is coming. The best time to learn about this seriously, like in a serious way, is right now. Okay, because you have to apply all the things. So that's why in bear markets I will push even more my channel because honestly I think we need more content like this. But I'm not saying my content is super good because I am not YouTuber, right? Actually, I'm terrible. But the thing is, like, it's very difficult for me to find actually traders in, especially YouTube, like they are actually more realistic, you know, more realistic, and that is something I'm trying to do. In the past, I stopped working with BitGet, BNX in the past because they pushed me. They said, "Hey, if you want to work with us, you cannot say anything wrong about the crypto space. Even if it's a bear market, you cannot say Bitcoin is going to crash." They were pushing me. They asked me not to do that. That's why I refused. I said, "No, thank you. I will stop working with them." Since then, I stopped promoting BitGet and BNX because they asked me not to do that. Mhm. So another thing, because you are here, because actually you want to take this seriously, right? Same as me. Okay, let me see the comments. Okay, USD PLN. Okay, so okay. We still have time. We have 5 minutes left. Let me do that. Let me see. Please, no, it's nothing personal. Okay, nothing personal. Sometimes I am pretty harsh with my comments, but well, I cannot lie to you. We have here a bullish divergence in the monthly. Careful here. This thing is gonna be like this. Maybe not now, but it's like this. Looking for in the long term, right? Long term, $4 around here, this area. Look at this. We have a bullish divergence, right? We have. Let me show you. Let me show you. We have here a higher here, this low and this low. and also this low and this higher low, right? So this is forming a bullish divergence. The only thing is missing here is the ADX the ADX. In the moment you see the ADX, it's gonna pump. Potential. Also, we have the volume profile here. The volume profile is super huge, right? So that's why it's a very strong support. Okay, in the monthly. You didn't specify your time frame. At least for this one. Lulu. What is Lulu? Lulu. What? I never heard. Okay, let me check. Lulu. What is Lulu? Lululemon. What is this? I don't know. My first time. Okay, let's see. Let's do that. Oh my god, this thing is crashing so bad. Oh wow. Let me see. Every time when I see an asset crashing like this, I like to see higher time frames, at least 2 months or 3 months. Okay, interesting. It's testing the MA100 in bi-monthly. There is no volume here, so of course I wouldn't buy here. No, no, thank you. It's a little bit risky because as you can see here with volume profile, yes, with volume profile here we have actually decent volume, this area. Yeah, this area, right? Between 150, 160. This is the first area I will start looking to buy, but not now. I will start looking for something like this. You see a basement here, a sideways here, a couple of weeks, consolidation. You have to wait for this to tell you like actually it's a support or not. And after that, you can go to the weekly chart. And if you see a bullish divergence or a potential buy signal here, for example, right now here we have a potential buy signal forming here, but this thing is, we don't have bullish divergence, we don't have anything here. So for me, it's a little bit risky. As an investor, of course, maybe it makes sense to buy a little bit here, but I would like, at least in my opinion, I would like to wait for confirmation first. Okay. Okay, now let's continue with Galaxy, I think. ELX. Okay, let me see. Sometimes, guys, you ask me for assets I never like. Okay, never mind. Let me see. GL. Galaxy Digital. Okay, good. Let's do that. Okay. Interesting. Uptrend. Pullback. Yeah. Okay. I am bullish here. Not now, of course. This is actually the support, but you have to wait maybe a couple of weeks, especially here. When you see around 19 bucks, you have to see wait for this area to be tested properly. But yes, the furniture trend and this thing is looking like actually continuation, potentially new all-time high, something like this. But let me see monthly because actually I want to see what is going on in monthly. And that's the problem. In monthly, this thing is testing resistance right now. Okay, let me see here. No, sorry, I changed my mind. This thing is firing a sell signal in the monthly, as you can see here. You see? We have a sell signal with a better divergence. Careful here. Potentially that buy signal, it could be a fake out, okay? So any close below 16, game over. Game over. That's why if you want to enter here in weekly chart, wait for confirmation. You have to wait for confirmation. What I mean with confirmation is this. Okay? This buy signal, a formal buy signal here, because that is gonna be at least in my opinion, the safest way to enter the market, okay? Because you are fighting against the monthly, right? So careful here. Yes, man. I mean, I respect your opinion, but I don't follow fundamentals, okay? I like the idea like, show me the chart, I will tell you the news, okay? I mean, I respect that, but as I said before, I am a technical trader. I give a shit about news. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. Quant. Man, you keep asking me this about this coin since maybe almost 2 years, I think. Oh my god. Okay. I'm not complaining. I'm sorry. I'm not complaining. Monthly. Okay. Let's do that again. Let's do that. Quant. Okay, let me do that. Okay. Quant. What is quant? Quant. We have a big fan of quant here. Okay. Quant. USD. Use it. Okay. QN. Okay. Binance. Okay. Monthly, right? So you're looking for 1 year at least. We have a sell signal, man. We have a sell signal, and also 100 bucks is a resistance, very clear resistance. So we want with sell signal below the resistance in the long term, also plus if Bitcoin crash, you can expect 50 bucks and potentially even lower prices over time. Okay, so be careful here. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, guys. Let me see the comments. Yeah, let's talk about Zcash. Zcash actually in 1 day chart, as you can see here, we have a better variance right now here. Also, we OBV volume, but the most important thing here, we don't have sell pressure, as you can see here in BSA. So we don't have a strong signal like actually this thing is about to crash. Same thing here in BSA, we don't have any signals here. Okay, so that's why be careful you're shorting here, because I know some of you are shorting this thing, hoping like it's gonna crash to zero, but it's not the time. It's gonna take time. Okay, you have to wait. Someone asked me yesterday about Cardano. What I can tell you, my friend, this thing is gonna drop to 3, 4, 40. This is very obvious. 40 cents. Okay. BNB. BNB is still looking for 780, 800. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I'm about to finish the live stream. Remember, don't repeat the same mistake. Every bear market, my live streams, they drop to maybe like 80%. And the reason is because people are very emotional and they just, not just about trading in their life, it's just they are listening their feelings, right? And based on psychology, 70-80% of all your decisions, if you follow your emotions, they will be bad. Okay, you must be rational, especially when trading, and not just only in trading. In my blog, also in the training and my courses and everything, I posted yesterday. I remember the way how actually I could manage my emotions about trading, and not just my trading performance, also about my life. I adopted a lot, like many principles of stoicism. Okay, so 70% is your psychology, 30% is your execution or technical analysis. You can learn my seasonal trading in only 1 month, but you are a mess, emotionally speaking, you will get wrecked. Okay, not just only about trading in your life. Okay, so that's why it's extremely important. If you want to take this seriously, the bear market is coming. You will see massive crashes, and risk management is extremely important. Stop thinking about how much money you're gonna make. It's more about how much you care about your money right now. Okay. Okay, so please just think about this, okay? Because I know when you see Bitcoin now 70K, 50 or 60K, or even 50K, and you see your altcoins crashing 90% potentially in 2026, you have to change your mind. Instead of thinking, oh my God, everything is going to zero. No. Actually, there is a lifetime opportunities every 4 years, at least in the crypto space. I mean, even with the stock market, let me show you just one example. In 2022, remember, Netflix. What happened with Netflix? Remember, Netflix crashed. So, but let me see, because the monthly here in 2022, Netflix crash here, 77% only in 1 month. And I cannot remember even the news. I don't care the news, right? But usually when I see this kind of crashes, I go to bi-monthly, and well, tell me, where is the crash? There is no crash. This is not a crash. This is an opportunity, because the trend is your friend until the end, as you can see here. You see? So if you keep following just what actually the news or YouTubers they are saying. Well, mm, weird because technically I'm a YouTuber, but well, I'm a terrible YouTuber, but what it doesn't matter. The thing is that when you see all the news telling you everything is gonna crash because the coronavirus, because I give a shit. The excuse. Okay, so is actually when potentially a good opportunity is coming. Okay, so that's why please check the ME55 here. In the last time was in 2012. Second opportunity was in 2022, and we were here. I remember that. Like actually, you have traders here right now in the live stream. They were here, and I said, "This is a lifetime opportunity to buy Netflix." In my case, I bought, but a little bit, not much, because I am not a big fan of the stock market. But let me show you here what happened after the crash. Now Netflix is 1,000%. No, sorry, 700% up, same as Bitcoin. You see, in the same period of Bitcoin, because this is actually the bear market of Bitcoin. The bear market of Bitcoin started in November 2020. No, ended in 2022 November. Same period, same as Bitcoin. Netflix is doing exactly the same thing as Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now, the top was 700%, and Netflix 600%, almost the same as Bitcoin. It's possible to make a lot of money, of course, in the stock market, but this is an exception, right? If we go to Meta, for example, Meta, same thing, same crash, and now look at this, 700%. Okay, so that's why it's extremely important for in bear markets. You must control your emotions. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Okay. Please check my website. I want to get feedback.